Going to go ahead and get started. Good morning, everybody. I'm Robert Theobald, Small Business Ombudsman and Vice President of Small Business Services, and I'd like to welcome you here to the ACA for our Small Business Boot Camp for this Tuesday, April 18th. We've got a great presentation lined up for you today. But before we jump into that, we like to start, especially for those that are new, like to start by thanking all of our community partners. We could not do these boot camp sessions without our community partners, their time, their effort, and their expertise. So for those new to the boot camp is designed to help small businesses prepare, plan, and grow. And it is a statewide initiative supported by all of those community partners. And not only is it our Tuesday morning webinar that we do every week at 9 a.m. or our once a month Spanish language webinars that we do the third Tuesday of every evening. So tonight's one of those. It is also a content library and a series of workshops with our community partners. So for example, one of the workshops is going to be in person on May 24th here in Phoenix with the Phoenix Business Journal, Wells Fargo, SBDC, and some others. So we're looking forward to that one. But let's talk about the content library, because this is an amazing resource that is available to everyone. So as you know, by signing up, these small business boot camps are no cost to attend and participate in the webinars, and our content library is no cost as well. And it is a location where we house all of the previously recorded webinars, and we've done well over 270 recorded webinars that we have posted in the content library. You can go there and find those previous sessions. You can also sort, as you see on the screen, you can sort by those 7 different categories to help you narrow it down to find the content or education you are looking for. Also, the ACA has a number of other programs to help support small businesses. We have our small business services, our workforce, and our Arizona MEP, our manufacturing extension partnership. And these programs are all there to help support small businesses as you get started and you grow. And so if there's information for one of these that you are looking for, feel free to reach out. You can also find a lot of great information on our website about all these programs. Another website item that is pretty amazing is our small business checklist. And this is an online interactive tool that or resource that helps entrepreneurs and small business owners identify the commonly requested licensing, registration, and compliance needs at the local, state, and federal level. It also includes a lot of other business information that can help you in business planning, marketing, procurement, and other categories as well. It is, again, a great resource and available at no cost. It's on our website. And also, as you can see on the screen there in the lower right-hand corner of the screen that's on the slide, is Sally, our virtual assistant, and Sally can help you with some of those quick questions you may have on our checklist. And for more detailed questions, you can dive right into the checklist. So with that, let's look at our upcoming sessions. This evening, we have our Spanish language session at 6 p.m. So if you know any Spanish-speaking business owners, please pass this information on to them. We hope they can make it. We've got an amazing presenter for that session. And it's going to focus on improving or making better business decisions with Google Analytics. And then on next Tuesday, we have Build Your Professional Brand. Following Tuesday, we have the ultimate guide to social media video marketing. Many people know that videos, YouTube Shorts, Reels, etc., are extremely popular now, and our expert that we've had on before, Taylor Wellman, is going to come on and share updates and share her guide that she's put together to help businesses with that. And then on Tuesday, May 9th, we have 6 key elements of an effective acquisition strategy. And this is focused on acquiring your team and building up your staffing at your business if you need to. So that's going to be a great presentation as well. So with that, we're going to jump right into today's sessions. And again, we have back for her third session. Lori has a great 3-part session, and this is the third of those 3 on doing government contracting. And so we're going to turn it over to Lori and let her jump in and get started.
Okay, thank you. Let me go ahead and share my screen.
And as Lori's pulling that up, you're probably going to have some questions today. So please post those questions in the Q&A at the bottom of your screen, and we'll leave the chat for some interaction.
Okay, Bob, let me know if this is correct.
Yep, looks good.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, first try is a charm for me. Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome. As Bob mentioned, I'm Lori Houses, the program manager for the Arizona Apex, and I will be presenting on how to write a compelling capability statement today. And I'll give a little bit more on our program towards the end of the presentation. Okay, so the agenda is going to start with why we should have a capability statement, the types of capability statement, and what is a capability statement. And in a capability statement, there's 5 key elements, and we'll go through that and the format. Okay, so why have a capability statement? That's going to be your company's resume. Its purpose is to provide specific information that will convince potential customers to do business with you. Your website can help create your capability statement, or once you have a capability statement and don't have a website, you can pull from some of the information that you put into your capability statement to start creating your website. I have to say, you should have a website. So your capability statement in that will lead to your customers wanting more information and going to your website to see what else you provide. And, not just specific to just their agency. They may find something that's, new that they can request from your business. Okay, your capability is the most important thing you're going to have. It's going to be part of your marketing efforts. You want to be able to get comfortable with telling your story to any potential customer. You'll have about 2 to 3 capability statements. It's just going to depend on who your target customer is. And so just like a resume, you're going to gear that towards your customer. So there's several different types of capability statement, and we'll go right into that. So your generic one is going to be a door opener. You're just going to present what you do to your customer. There's going to be different types that you're going to start tailoring it to the federal or state and local governments. So you got to get to know what your customers' wants and needs are. And the good thing to kind of check your capability statement versus your SBA profile, if you're not sure what that is, contact us, because you should mirror, your capability statement should mirror your SBA profile. You're going to have one for primes, the corporation and private sector, and then some of the sources sought or RFP could require a capability statement in their bid response. So you want to tailor it to government and primes and commercial. The federal, you want to get right to the point. You want it to be bulleted items, no fluff. The federal government does not have time to read, all this extra language you're going to put in to describe what you're going to do. They really like to just read it and know exactly what your company represents. The primes, you can add that fluff, but you really want to understand what they're doing, what they're about. How do you fit into their contracting plan? So you're going to gear that capability towards that prime contractor's objective of what they're trying to accomplish on their job. You also have the local. You want to, like for your counties and cities, you want to tailor your capability to that job that they're putting out there. Get to know their mission, get to know what they're requesting and why they're requesting it. So you want to show them when they look at that, they want to know I mean, you want them to see that you're the perfect fit for that opportunity they have out there. This is a little note. On your website, you should have your capability statement downloadable, because they're going to go there, and if they're in a rush, they want to just download it and have it at their fingertips whenever they need, you know, a certain industry. Okay, what is a capability statement? Okay, your capability statement is your company's business card. It's going to give them a lot more than what you have on your business card. So you want to make sure that you complete that capability statement and it's exactly what your company is all about. It's your talking point for every meeting. We'll reread your capability statement because you're going to be changing it up. So you want to make sure that you are aware of what capability your statement you're using. It can be a door opener, start discussion with someone. Your elevator speech is going to come in really handy. So make sure you have snippets of your elevator speech in your capability statement. So you're going to want to be able to leave your capability with your potential customer, and you want to use it as a follow-up document. So you're talking to your customer, you tell them about your business, you give them your capability statement, and you say your goodbyes, and about 2 weeks later, you want to go and follow up with them and send your capability statement to them again, even though they had it. If you're at an event, it's in a pile somewhere. So you want to refresh their mind and let them know that you left that with them. Really what you want to do is when you're talking to them and you're handing them your capability statement, you want to make sure that you capture their attention within 7 seconds so that they can skim through your capability statement and start that conversation with them. So it's really important. The capability statement is so ideal for any type of marketing that you're going to be doing out there for your business. So make sure you have one, because it's going to increase your visibility. People are going to remember you if they have something that really stood out to them. So you want to make sure that your capability statement is at their fingertips. Okay, there's 5 key elements to your capability statement. The capability statement has to be in the title somewhere, has to look professional. It's going to have core competencies, past performance, differentiators, and your company data. So the capability format, you want to call it a capability statement. Like I said, you want to have that somewhere on the title, top area. Your branding is critical. I've seen capability statements with their logo so tiny, it's just, not visible at all. So you want to make sure they can see your logo, because that identifies your company. So you want to make sure it's not too large or too small. It should be 1 page. You want to make sure that you don't have pages and pages of capability statement, because then it's not a capability statement. Contracting officers, prime contractors, they receive hundreds of these. And if there's one that is more than 2 pages, most likely they're not going to look at it. So you want to make it concise into 1 page is ideal. You want to make sure that your capability statement is geared towards your potential customer. So you're not going to want to, like if you're a GC and you're giving out your capability statement and it's focused on electrical and this person really just wants flooring, you want to make sure that your capability fits that job that you're trying to secure. And when you're building your capability statements, you want to make sure that you are presenting all the key points and all the specific information that the opportunity is requesting. So your core competencies, You want to title it core competencies within your capability statement. You want to focus on the agency and primes requirement. Just like I said previously, you want to make sure that your capability statement, that you have something that is related to what they're asking. And here's an example of the short introductory statement. It says ABC company provides the services that HHS requires to meet its mission of whatever it is. So Health and Human Services is a federal government agency. So once you start adding those into your capability statement, they start getting it. They start understanding it because you're speaking their language. So you want to focus on the firm's solid expertise. You don't want to try to add something that's they're requesting. Just focus on what you do best. You want to make sure that when it comes to the federal government, they like to see bullet items because they like to skim through that capability statement and say, okay, this is where it's at. And they always are looking for that website to get more information. So you want to make sure you have a website. If you don't have it now, start thinking of creating one. The next section is past performance. That shows your customer that you've done that job before, and you want to make sure you list only the relevant jobs that they're requesting. So you don't want to list just everything, but you want to list jobs that are geared towards what the opportunity is. You want to show how, by using you, how you would benefit, how you would be the best subcontractor or contractor for them. You want to make sure that you have all of it. It doesn't matter because everybody asks, when you're on a federal government contract, do you only list federal government work? No, you don't. You list everything that is geared towards that opportunity, because the government, all governments of all levels know that when you start off, you probably don't have past performance. But if they can see that you're building your company, they know that you're capable of providing what their needs are. So you want to show that. It shows them your experience. So that's pretty much what past performance is your experience. And you want to make sure that it's in what they're requesting in their opportunity. Okay, differentiators. I have, I think about 2 more slides on this. This is very important. So I'm going to go through this. It's just something that you really have to think about. It's kind of like thinking outside the box of what you do. What sets you apart from your competitors? So it's a unique feature and or benefits of a product or service that sets it apart from competing products, brands, or services. So you want to make sure what separates you from your competitors. If your competitors can say, I do this, and you do the same thing, that doesn't make you different. So some of the items that makes you different could be location, trainings, exclusives, relationships, experience. And you want to make sure this benefits your target customers, the federal agencies, government sector, primes, and teams. So when it comes to training, you want to make sure that you have a unique range of maybe services that you provide that you were trained in. So all of these things you're going to have to really think about. Think about what the area is that they're asking for. Is it in a certain, is it a service geographically that requires certain equipment? So you're going to need to think about those items that make you different. Okay, here are some things that are not differentiators. Your certifications, because there are thousands of small businesses that are certified in all of those certifications. So that doesn't make you different because they know that there's a ton of other certified businesses. You don't want generic statements. You don't want, it to be never changing, one type fits all. And the one that stands out is an X number of years of experience. So your past performance is going to explain your experience. So you don't have to use that as a differentiator. So just best in class, world class, all of those things are not differentiators. They're specific things that set you apart. Here's some samples of differentiator questions that can help you figure out what it is that makes you different. So you want to ask yourself, why did your biggest customers want you? So what was it that they said, yes, we're going to use you because you provide whatever it was. How and why is your company the best choice for the needs of this opportunity or agency? So you really want to come in with a solution for them. So what is it in that solution that makes you different? So you're going to need to really think about that. What is it about your services or products that make you stand out from the rest? So if you're a janitorial company and you're cleaning, you're doing all of this stuff, and there's another company that comes in that's doing the same thing, but maybe their products are green, they're environmental friendly stuff. So that's better for, better for the environment. So that makes you different than others. So just different things like that make you, different from them. So let's see. Is your business located near the agency is a good one because you have a quicker response. The cost of shipping or delivering is lower. So if you're targeting someone that is close and nearby, you could use that as a differentiator. Your differentiators can be swapped out depending on what type of opportunity you're answering. And then one thing is, why are your products better solutions than others that are available? So if you can answer that, then you have a differentiator. Okay, company data. So this is just your information. So it's your company name, contact. They would really like, to talk to the person that makes the decisions. So you don't want to put your office, admin on there. They really are looking for someone that they can talk to seriously about offering an opportunity to you. So make sure that you have either the CEO, president, or the VP of the business. Make sure you have physical address. Make sure even if you're working out of your home, make sure you just put at least the town and the state, just so they know exactly where the company is coming from. You definitely need your business phone, email address, and website. I can't stress website enough. Make sure you have your website visible and that they can go to that to learn more about your business. We don't have the DUNS anymore for your business code. So your UEI, CAGE, NACE, PSC, and FSC codes, you want to let them know what you're certified in. That's where that comes in, because for the federal government, all the SBA small business certification, that's going to be a checkbox they can check off, regardless if it's set aside for a small business, woman-owned. All your social economic statuses they will be able to check off, and they like that. So make sure you have that listed there. And then if you're on a GSA schedule contract, you want to put your schedule down on that. And sometimes you could add bonding capacity and that you accept credit cards. So that's a big thing for them, is that credit card. Okay, the format. Again, one page is ideal, only on one side. So if you have a two-page capability statement, they say, make it on one piece of paper, just the both front and back. That's best because somebody might lose the second page. But I've seen where some agency they like the 2 pages, so they can put it side by side. And So it's going to be up to you, but if you can do it only, make sure it fits on one page. You can create your capability in Word, Publisher, Canva, and you want to save it as a searchable PDF. It's really hard when you create it in something different. I would say Word is the hardest, so you might want to stay away from Microsoft Word. So don't save it as a graphic file or JPEG or anything like that. Make sure it's a PDF. So you just want to follow the same 5-section format for any of your statements, and your PDF should be named as a capability statement, your company name, and then capability statement. So just having that all together, the next slide is going to show you how this is set up. It doesn't have to be exact. It just needs to have all of those sections in it, your core competencies, capability narrative, your differentiators, your company data, and your past performance. And however you set it up, just make sure you have all of those items listed on your capability statement. Okay, so this is a review. That was nice and quick. It's just going over the capability statement. It's a great marketing tool. There's different types of capability statements. You want to tailor it to your customer, and a capability statement will offer a lot of, conversations, door openers, telling, you want to take these to your vendor fairs, your conferences, wherever you're going to meet somebody, you want to have your capability statement with you. And remember, there's the 5 key elements of the capability statement. Make sure you have those in there, and stick to the capability format of how they will see your company. So if you have a website, your capability statement should be downloadable on your website so that they can, download it and look at it at a later time. And you want to, again, take this with you, and you want to use it like we're going to a DBE conference, the A.DBE Small Business Conference. And if you're going to be attending that, you should have a ton of capability statements, have your elevator speech ready so that you can talk to these potential customers that you'll be meeting. And always follow up with your capability statement. Whenever you talk to someone, follow up and make sure that you send your capability statement to them. And that's it. And we're, again, the Arizona Apex program. We are a statewide program that assists businesses that are ready for government contracting. And it would be a list of services here, and confidential, no-cost one-on-one counseling to the small businesses throughout Arizona, which will include capability statements. It will include certifications. It'll include anything that will help you get to the next level of government contracting. Okay. And here's our staff. I'll leave this up for now, but if you have any questions, I can answer them now.
All right, we have a few questions, Lori, in the Q&A, so I'll jump in and read those.
Okay.
First one says, for a startup with one customer, can we use the founder's experience as part of the past performance?
Yes, most definitely. And I always encourage my clients who are just starting up, that's going to weigh a lot more on the side of that experience. So whatever it is that the opportunity you're going after, use that specific experience that will help your business show that you've done this before, that you're able to provide, the service or products that they're requesting. So yes, use the experience there.
All right, and then another one is, should your EIN be on your capability statement?
That's up to you. I've seen them on capability statement. It's really not needed because your customer's not gonna use your EIN. They're gonna use your UEI and look at your NACE codes and all of that, the coding of the product service code and stuff like that. So UEI, I've seen them on capability statement, but they're not required or necessary.
All right, this one I'm not real sure on. It says, what about those businesses who are service-based? How can we connect with a business who is close to us?
The dynamic small business search would be really good. I mean, you can search that website and we can show you how, and you can find in your county what businesses are there that are similar to yours, or if you're looking for a subcontractor. So I'm not sure if that answers your question, but there's different areas, well, you can search just, Arizona, you can search Arizona counties, you can search nationwide. So you would be able to find those businesses in that if they're registered in there. If not, it's just going to be finding these businesses by either, Googling them or driving by.
Okay, excellent. And then another one is, can you confirm the 5 key elements of a capability statement?
Can I confirm it? What is it?
Yeah, or share. Did you share the?
Oh, yeah. And you'll get the presentation, so everything will be on there. And it's.
Do you want to go back in your slides?
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, the presentation today will be posted, the video will be posted on our website probably by tomorrow, and the slide deck as well will be with that recording when it goes up live. Again, that should be tomorrow, so you can go in and download the slide deck if needed. All right, we have one more question, unless anybody else pops anything in the Q&A. It says, is there a good resource for those of us who are new to government world and don't understand the terminology, codes, primes, etc.?
Yes, you can. If you're just new getting into government contracting and wanting to know exactly what is needed, you can come and meet with us. One of our specialists can sit down and find out exactly where you're at in your business and create some, steps on, how to get into government contracting. And just depending on what your experience is, it can take anywhere from, it'll take, if you're already seasoned and have a couple of commercial contracts, it may take maybe 3 to 6 months to kind of get into government contracting. But if you're fairly new, it can take up to 24 months. So just depends. Each business is different. So we can sit down with you and assess your business and find out exactly where your starting point is.
Is there a website or a link somewhere to help with like a list of the definitions of all the acronyms and the different terminology?
We are working on our, because we know that government contracting has a lot of acronyms. So we're working on an acronym page, and then we'll list that on our website. And it's just a ton of acronyms that, we seem to speak in, but we're hoping that in our future presentations, we'll have an acronym page for everything that we've talked about within our presentation. So hopefully that will be coming sooner than later.
That sounds very good. Well, I don't see any more questions in the Q&A. So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up. We'll give some people some time back in their day. We appreciate Lori sharing the information on capability statements, and she'll pop up her last slide with the contact information. We'll leave it up there for a second.
Yep.
So again, there's the phone number for the Apex Staff Accelerator and the different emails for the various folks. If you're thinking of doing government contracting, please reach out to them. They are a no-cost resource, and they are there to help you do more business by finding those contracts that you can service within the government. So with that, we're going to say thank you to everybody for attending. I want to thank Lori for her presentation,
Thank you.
not just today, but for doing all 3 parts with us. We appreciate that.
My
And
pleasure.
we hope everybody can make it to our next webinar next Tuesday. Until then, be safe, have a great week, and we will see you soon. Thank you.